We got some homemade chili. The next day is always the best. We've got our nice hull. We put the strawberries in the chili. That's really good. Fantastic. You know those whole what's the weirdest thing about you? My weirdest thing is probably that I eat anything and I just mix it and mash it all together. Because, sometimes you find something that's actually good. Chili and strawberries, it's actually good. I don't know why. It's actually pretty good. So anyways, let's rewind back and we'll go to the moment when we picked these and we'll just talk about strawberries. The versatile food group that can be added to anything, including chili. Hey, welcome back to the food forest. We are all out here and we're picking strawberries. So it's strawberry season right now and we'll take you along with us. Harry knows where the strawberries are at. So that's one of the things about having an open food forest where rabbits can get in and dogs can get in, is that you got to share your surplus with the doggos. But that's why we plant lots. They know what's going on. Ginny especially, she goes right in there. She moves plants, although she's missing a bunch. And yeah, we're just gonna pick some strawberries right now because they're everywhere. And don't forget to check the ones on the ground. Sometimes they're pretty good still. Sometimes, they've been bitten into or stepped on. I don't mind eating this stuff, but the doggos certainly don't mind. Well, now I gotta go wash my hands. And yeah, that's just life out here in the food forest. This time of year, it's all about harvesting and eating the surplus abundance that we've created here. Hey buddy, what you looking for? Hey. Let's go get some food. Look at these. These are gonna be so good. Trying to take some from the stash. Harold. Oh, he got one. Well, clearly can't put your bucket on the ground, so the doggos will eat it. But we're gonna need to wash all these, obviously. And it's really fun that there's always a surplus. There's always a surplus of something. And if you do it right and you know your food that you can grow in your area and you design that in, and you design that in, then, sorry if it's shaking here, then you can pretty much always be eating. We just finished haskap season. We're getting into strawberry season. After that, we've got raspberries. And then the big fruit starts coming in. You know, all the summer fruit, the peaches, fall's apples, and persimmons and pawpaws. Just so much stuff. We've got intermediate seasons like cranberries and all sorts of nice things like rose hips that you can eat and make teas with. Yeah, sometimes cold weather rolls in and you get a longer strawberry harvest season. So they kind of produce when it's cooler, and then when it gets really hot, they kind of just sit there, don't do much. There's just so many around here. I don't know if I'm gonna get them all. Hi. What are you rolling through here? You rolling here looking for some snacks? Here you go, Jitty. No? Are you full? Well, the flavor on some of these is just unmatched. And it's nice to give your doggos, you know, healthy food, no chemicals on it. And then here's a haskap. So this is honeyberry, and we still do have a bunch in here. We've been kind of picking them for a while, and the doggos like these as well. I think they're kind of full though. They don't really want them. Here, want some more? This here is just a fantastic little plant. Hi. Hi. This here is just a fantastic little plant, and insects don't really bother it at all. And you know, it could be a lot of the reason why, or it could be because of how we run things here, where we don't spray insecticides anywhere, and we plant, you know, very densely, and we plant to attract pollinators. So that could be why, but I just know for us specifically on this property, with the way we do things, nothing really bothers the haskap. So it's a great early crop, and great for bees, great bee browse early in the season. This isn't a haskap here, but we really do like our haskaps, and they make great jams, and they're a great plant, kind of real hassle-free. Just look at this comfrey here. This is kind of what comfrey will do once it gets up and then it flowers. It will kind of tumble over and fall like this naturally. So it's, you know, it's really great to compete out with grass, because it just naturally wants to do that. But you know, the bees love it. This thing's just covered in bees. And this is a really bad year for bees. A lot of beekeepers around here have been talking about how they've lost 85% of their hives. That's the rough estimate. So, you know, if we can help out in any way to restore that and give them some food, at least food that isn't laced with chemicals, then we'll do that. I always forget where I put strawberries. They're always, you know, literally everywhere. They're a great cover crop that just spreads, so that's what I tend to do. Put it in spots where it can spread out. A bunch, you know, under there. I haven't even checked under here. Probably not a whole lot of strawberries under here, because they'll tend to grow really well where there's a lot of shade like here, but they won't necessarily fruit very much. So you do want them on the sunny edge of things, where they'll push out and then they'll actually, you know, set a nice big crop for you. But, you know, popping down in here, it looks like a little Amazon jungle. And this is what the soil microbiology likes. This is what all the small little mammals like. They like this little rainforest environment that I've created for them, where they can run through, make homes. They have protection from above. And, you know, oh, hit my head. Hit my head on my kiwi trellis. But, you know, from up above, it doesn't look that crazy. I mean, it might look a little crazy, but down below, you know, it really is a little forest in there. What is going on in here? Is that a rabbit? Oh, that's a hairy. Hey, buddy. One quick little update, actually, is I wanted to show you guys the kiwi. So we've got cold hardy kiwi here, and the kiwi's been doing really well. Right here, right next to the pond, and just look at it, it's spreading everywhere. We've got the male coming up here. So we've got a male here, female here, and we've got another male at the bottom. It's not doing as well as these two, but it's still holding on and doing well. And we've got this kind of right here. We're gonna probably put some kind of trellis or lattice fencing across there, and we're gonna turn this whole side into a trellis of kiwi. So yeah, kiwi is definitely something that we can grow in cold hardy climates. It's not quite like a kiwi, a warm climate kiwi. It's slightly different. It's more like a smaller grape, hairless, but when you cut it open, it's a kiwi, and it's part of the same, I believe it's part of the same family anyways. But yeah, you can have kiwi in zone 4. And actually, here's a little guild under my apple tree that we got roses and kiwi and service berries and melons and tomatoes, and we got kiwi. So we put kiwi right up here next to the apple tree, and it's just slowly, quietly creeping up to find its canopy up inside the apple tree. So we have milkweeds growing everywhere. We plant the milkweed for the monarch butterflies, and some of those are right in the strawberries. So I think I did see some on one of them, but because of that, we get moments like this. Where did it go? I just saw a monarch. I just saw a monarch. Oh, it looks like a raccoon got into our compost. Or something, anyways. Where are we? Well, planting a little bit wild, you know, it's got its drawbacks. Sometimes it's hard to get into places. Sometimes you've got to, you know, clear a path out, but you get nice little treats at the same time. And I just think it's the better way. It's just my way. It doesn't have to be your way. Everyone can grow however they want. Well, that's a super quick little afternoon in the life of here on the Food Forest. I hope you enjoyed this little really quick informal update, and I'll see you on the next video. I just like being out here, seeing all the activity and the life. And we don't just plant edibles, we do plant some just purely ornamentals. These are my wife's favorite, so some hydrangeas. And we've got some of whatever this is. Does anyone know what this is? I'm really bad on flowers, that's for sure. Yeah, but we've got some peonies, and peonies are always really cool flowers, really look nice on a tabletop.